is Chanyang, Yeoksa, and the liberation of spirits. Okay. So we know from the divine principle that there are three phases of our life. We know this already, right? We have first our life of 9 months in the mother's womb, and then more or less probably 90 years on earth, and in the spiritual world for eternity. And we know also that the environment in the womb is water, on earth is air, but in the spiritual world, it is love, isn't it? You remember, no, brothers and sisters? And this is through Father's words regarding that environment of love in the spiritual world. So to this day, as Father said, people have thought that everything disappears with death, but that is not the case. Life continues into the spirit world. We have to make preparations on earth in order to enter the next world. You breathe love in the spirit world. Thus, you should live with love as the center of your life on earth in order to freely breathe in the spirit world. If you do not live centered on love during your physical life, you will be unable to breathe freely in the spirit world. The spirit world is a world where you breathe love. You can think of it as a world in which love is the air. Wow, you can see. Love is the air. In the spiritual world, love is the air. So if our capacity to love, our capacity to give love and receive love is not developed while on earth, when we die and go to the spiritual world, we cannot breathe in the spiritual world because the air in the spiritual world is love. This is really very, very amazing teaching from true parents. We have to develop our capacity to love while we are still living on the earth. So we know also that in order to experience love and develop our love on the earth, we need to have what we call experience. It has to be experienced with the physical body. You cannot develop our capacity to love without the physical body, without the experience through our physical body. That's why we need to develop our love through the family, through actual practicing and experiencing of love through an ideal God-centered family as we receive the blessing. According to Father, God did not design the spirit world to be a place for fallen people to live. Only completed blessed families are meant to live in the spirit world. Completed blessed families means we experience the four realms of love in our family as we receive God's blessing without getting blessed and changing our lineage and without experiencing the four kinds of love in the family through what we call the experience of children's love, brotherly sisterly love, conjugal love, and parental love in a blessed family environment with practicing true love of living for the sake of others, then we cannot, you know, enter the spiritual world and live happily. We can enter the spiritual world, but we have big problem. We suffer all throughout eternity. So the question is, how can we become completed blessed families? Isn't it? If we want to live a happy life in the spiritual world, we need to become completed blessed families. Anyway, all of us, many of us, most of us, we receive rebirth through the blessing. By joining the blessing, we change our blood lineage from Satan's lineage to God's lineage. We know this already. However, however, even though we receive the blessing, many spirits are disturbing us. One group of spirits affecting us are our ancestors. So, if we don't liberate and bless them, they remain under Satan's control and they affect us negatively. If our ancestors are evil spirits, they have the right of returning resurrection because we are their descendants. So, they can cooperate with us because they are our ancestors. And if they are evil, and they are not absolute good spirits, they can affect us negatively. This is for sure. So we know that because of the fall, all of our ancestors, including ourselves, belong to Satan's lineage. And we have to change this. If we want to really become completed blessed families, not only us should be blessed. We have to bless our ancestors. That's why it's an incredible grace from heaven, from true parents, that we can bless our ancestors. So from Satan's side, brothers and sisters, from Satan's side, as we liberate and bless them, they go to God's side. Oh my goodness. You see, only Satan remain on the other side. Uh, only Satan remain. So if we bless them, if we bless our ancestors, they go to God's side. This is very, very important. And according to True Mother, if we can bless our ancestors up to 430 generations, then our 430 generations, no, 1 to 430 generation absolute good ancestors will be the one responsible to liberate and bless from 431 generation until Adam and Eve. So all our lineage until Adam and Eve can be liberated and blessed. But our responsibility is to really bless our ancestors so that we can then make our ancestors absolute good spirits. Adu? But there is another group of spirits affecting us, and these are spirits that our ancestors harmed when they were alive on earth. They are resentful spirits nesting in our bodies. These resentful spirits would like to take revenge to our ancestors by harming us as the descendants of our ancestors. These evil spirits harmed by our ancestors give us sickness, diseases, pain, misfortune, and even death. And they stop us from fulfilling our responsibilities and mission. They don't want us to be happy. They don't want us to be successful. So even though we liberated and blessed our ancestors up to 430 generations, but the people, the evil spirits that our ancestors harmed, they are the one trying to take revenge, going inside our bodies. So our ancestors are outside our bodies, but these evil spirits who wants to harm us are inside our bodies. What shall we do about them? These resentful spirits are inside our bodies. They are just like piled like ant eggs. And they are settled in an orderly way in our body, centering on the most resentful spirits. So the spirits who have resentment towards our ancestors are inside our bodies, trying to resolve their resentment. According to our Chompiong leaders, these resentful spirits can be as many as 3,320 spirits. Wow! How many spirits? 3,320 evil spirits. But among these evil spirits, there is the leader. That leader, the most resentful and the leader type, leader type resentful spirit. They are leaders, and they are what we call central evil spirits. These are actually the leader of resentful spirits, leader of 3,300 spirits trying to harm us. That's why we need to really liberate these resentful spirits. And we know that we can separate these resentful spirits by joining the Chanyang Yeoksa session. However, the central evil spirits are not that easy to take away. They're not easy to separate from our bodies. They need a spatial kind of way to bring them out. Because if these central evil spirits are not liberated, then they can still recruit other evil spirits. Even though we take out some evil spirits through Chanyang and attending CheonBo works, But if these central evil spirits still remain in our bodies, they can still recruit. So it's only a matter of time. They can still have the same number of spirits working with them, eh, to destroy us, to harm us, even though we already liberated some evil spirits in the past through learning, through joining Chanyang Yeoksa and living a life of goodness accordance to the principle. So anyway, what are the effects of these central evil spirits in our lives? They cause us what? Sickness, death, and even many, many problems. Our beloved true father mentioned, he said that spiritual phenomena do not happen only in the invisible world. They manifest in various forms and ways in the visible world as well. True Father said like this. So these evil spirits influence our emotions, our behavior, and we can easily get angry, greedy. We cannot control our vices like smoking, drinking, sexual immorality, and then we experience pain because of that. This kind of spirits can even give us diseases and cancer. Then they cause misfortune. So we cannot fulfill our responsibility, even though we accepted true parents, even though we received the blessing, but we cannot complete our responsibility because of this influence of evil spirits. They can even make us into criminals. If not criminals, we can become the victim of criminals. And so, how can we fulfill our responsibilities? So, how to remove these central evil spirits causing sickness, death, and problems? We already learned yesterday that these central evil spirits, being the most resentful, strongest, and most influential, they can be liberated and separated from our bodies if we offer devotion in Chonchimuan. That's why True Mother gave us this Chonchimuan as the final gift to all of us, blessed families, brothers and sisters. Once we offer devotion in Chonchimuan, these central evil spirits can be separated from our bodies by joining Special Great Works, which we will be having this coming February, and the scholar liberation of central evil spirits, and also through Chanyang, when the lecturers Ansu, through the lecturers Ansu during Chanyang Yeoksa session, and also offering of wish paper. Once we do this CheonBo works, that the only begotten daughter, our beloved true mother, has been uh, giving to us, offering to us, available for all of us, and more especially when these five kinds of CheonBo works we do, then for sure and without fail, these central evil spirits affecting us will be liberated. And once they are liberated, then we can fulfill our responsibility easily. Without liberating them, we cannot fully fulfill our responsibility because they will be disturbing us. So, True Father said, Chongpyong works is liberating the spirits that are inside human bodies. It is driving out the numerous evil spirits nesting in the body. So, through CheonBo works, these evil spirits, central evil spirits, can be separated from our bodies. So the separation of spirits is possible due to the amazing spiritual power of true parents during Chanyang Yeoksa session. So by joining the Chanyang, as we attend CheonBo events, as we attend the special great works, we have to study well about this. So the correct posture when we clap as we are sitting down is that we need to have a straight, our back should be straight. We already know this. And then these several parts of the body that we do the tapping using our hands has some kind of effects when it comes to liberation of evil spirits. Our shoulders and back, when we do the tapping during Chanyang Yeoksa session, it can relieve us from the problem of high blood pressure, being hot-tempered, easy to be angry, chronic fatigue, and get rid of arrogant spirits. And this kind of arrogant spirits can be removed through the Chanyang Yeoksa session in the tapping the shoulder, our hands being used by the substantial Holy Spirit. Our hands are being used by heaven in order to touch us and liberate these spirits from our bodies. If we tap the head, no, tapping the head, then some problems with autism, mental problems, loss of memories, dementia, headaches, also hot temper, spirits, causing us to have problems like this, can be liberated, can be separated from our bodies. Through the face, when you do the tapping of our faces, in the eyes, in the nose, in the ears, in the mouth, so we can liberate, we can separate the spirits. Because once you look at something that you're not supposed to see, and then these evil spirits attach to us, attach to our eyes. Then when we hear, no, something that we're not supposed to hear, when we speak words that can really hurt other people's heart, then also evil spirits of that kind of level can also be attached to our uh, mouth. And it's not easy to control our mouth. We criticize, we what? Uh, say bad words, say bad things to other people, and this will hurt other people's heart. And when that happens, you cannot have good relationship with other people. And when you don't have good relationship with people, you cannot fully fulfill your portion of responsibility. So Chanyang is very important. If we tap the neck, now we can resolve problems of thyroid problems, lymph glands diseases, laryngeal cancer, and many other diseases connected with the neck. When we tap our chest, no, we can solve the problems of asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, breast cancer if you're a woman, liver diseases if you're a man. So this is an incredible grace from heaven that we can resolve this problem, right? Diabetes, that's the stomach and belly. Diabetes, many spirits in the intestines, no, can be separated, and our problems with the sickness like diabetes, no, can be addressed. Infertility, stomach cancer, economic problems. Oh my goodness, financial problems. Because this deals with creation, right? The stomach take in creation, and creation represents also represented by finance. So economic problems can also be resolved. This kind of evil spirits causing us not to become successful financially can also be resolved. So greedy spirits can also be separated from our bodies. In the reproductive organ, we're no longer doing this now, but I think soon it will be it will happen. We can be allowed to do this, especially there is no more COVID. No, so these are sexual diseases by lewd spirits, cyst in the womb, prostate gland problems, sexual dysfunction, husband and wife problems. So this can be resolved, no, by doing ansu in that part of the body. In the legs, when you went to places you should not go, no, and the spirits grab the arteries and disrupt blood circulation in the armpit and knee joints. Lumbar diseases also can take place. So is this kind of problems can be resolved if the circulation of our blood is not normal. All kinds of problem will come to us. All kinds, some kinds, many kinds of diseases, like consequences, can come to us, which are not good, right? Arms and the hands, problems of stealing, gambling. You cannot control yourself because evil spirits are influencing you. So by our own ability, we cannot really solve this problem. We have to separate these evil spirits from our body. Smartphone addiction, computer addiction. This uh, when you do the Chanyang Yeoksa session, we have to tap these parts of our bodies to separate these evil spirits, causing us to be addict, no, in a smartphone or computer or games or whatever that we do using the hand. So You can see here, brothers and sisters, that all kinds of problems can be resolved if we join the Chanyang Yeoksa session and join the CheonBo works. So the separation of spirits is possible due to the amazing spiritual power of true parents, according to True Father. Large numbers of spirits enter the body of each person. The spiritual work at Chongpyeong removes these spirits, and beams of light created by true parents guide those spirits, enabling them to ascend upward from hell in the spiritual world. Anyone is able to follow those beams of light. So through because of the amazing spiritual power of true parents, these evil spirits can be taken up to the training center using a special beam of light. Look at this. So these evil spirits, once they're separated from our bodies, they are attracted to this beam of light that comes from true parents. And when they follow this beam of light, these evil spirits eventually go to Hung Jinim's training center, and they attend the 100-day workshop in the spirit world. Let me read these words from Hung Jinim. I, Hung Jinim, lecture on the process of creation. A screen on the side of the stage shows actual scenes from God's creation of heaven and earth. Through watching these images, the participants can understand in depth how much love God invested as He created human beings and all of nature. You can see, lecture in the spiritual world is super high technology. Once the lecturer say something, it is actually seen in a special screen as actual scenes from what actually happened during the time. So they have this kind of highest technology in giving lecture. They can see what the lecturer is talking about. They can see in three-dimensional, video. So when I asked, let me continue. When I asked the participants after the presentation if they had felt God's heart of creation, they all replied, yes. When I then remarked that they had no idea about God's loving heart in their earthly life, and pronounced that their life of ignorance was itself a great sin, they all nod and begin deep prayers of repentance. So these evil spirits repented once they realized that their life on earth is really a life of ignorance, and they don't know about God's love and God's heart. So lectures in the spiritual world is very effective. Very, very effective, brothers and sisters. Hung Jinim himself reported this to True Father. So this kind of seminar in the spiritual world can definitely change evil spirits into repenting spirits, and they can really become absolute good spirits after that. So these evil spirits who attended 100 Days workshop, they will then receive the blessing and become absolute good spirits. They become so eager and excited to support us. Our success is their success. Thus, they want us to succeed and be victorious. So many, many good spirits can go to us. So these evil spirits become absolute good spirits, and they will help us and protect us in the form of heavenly fortune. They give us heavenly fortune, meaning we become lucky. We become fortunate. So do you want to have heavenly fortune? Actually, heavenly fortune, meaning many, many good spirits surround you, many, many good spirits protect you and help you. This is greater than money, brothers and sisters. Greater than money. So rather than saving a lot of money by working and doing business, use that money in order to have many, many good spirits around you. How? Use that money to join CheonBo events, liberate central evil spirits, and make many, many, how do you say, good spirits around you. This is more precious and more important than actually having your own security guard, having your or somebody to protect you, or having somebody to guard you physically. This is spirit, absolute good spirits. People are really our asset in order that we can become victorious in our way as we attend to parents. So, good spirits helping and supporting us according to true Father, just as evil spirits become attached to and enter people on earth. Good spirits also enter people and coach them. We expel evil spirits who have entered men and women, so that good spirits who receive the blessing supervise earth and protect us. Whoa! So once we separate evil spirits from our bodies, then good spirits can enter. Good spirits can protect us. So without liberating these evil spirits, no, only evil spirits remain in our body. But if we join Chanyang Yeoksa session, if we join special great works, if we join CheonBo events, if we, how do you say, liberate, no, collateral liberation of central evil spirits, if we offer wish paper, meaning if we actively involved in CheonBo works, which is the works of the substantial Holy Spirit, the works of our beloved True Mother, then we can attract many, many good spirits in our lives, and we can separate evil spirits from our bodies. And what is the consequence when that happens? What is the consequence? We will become fortunate. We receive heavenly fortune, and we can easily fulfill our responsibility and become victorious. Any kind of, how do you say, wish, any kind of ambition we have in our lives can be fulfilled. Aju? So, True Mother said, we have to make a new beginning and become an example. Since you live in the central location of the Garden of Eden, your lives have to become a standard and a model type of lifestyle from which everyone else around the world can watch and learn. You need to lead the kind of life people can look to and say with enthusiasm, oh, I just need to watch and learn from their lives. So people, True Mother said, people, outside people, must be able to look at our lives as lives that they can follow, as lives that they can emulate. They have to really see in our way of life that we are good people and we are happy people as we attend to parents. That's why True Mother, no, said that we have to really change our life and become a person who live in accordance with the principle that can be the model even for outside people. So once we join CheonBo events and liberate evil spirits in our body, it's not enough that we attend CheonBo events and liberate our ancestors and separate these evil spirits in our body. It's not enough, no, because if we continue and remain living a life of selfishness, then even though we already attend CheonBo works, but many evil spirits can come back to our bodies and we live the same way than before. So how can we make sure that we can maintain good spirits in our bodies and evil spirits will not return back to our bodies? What should we do? According to True Mother, we have to change our life. We have to always be grateful, grateful, grateful. Do not complain. Do not criticize your leader. Do not criticize your other blessed families. We have to, what? Live a life that can be the model for people outside. This kind of life is a life in accordance with the principle and in accordance with the practice of true love. Aju? So, why attend special great works? Number one, to liberate resentful spirits and turn them into absolute good spirits, meaning less evil spirits in our bodies and more absolute good spirits. Wow! Then we can naturally fulfill our responsibility, brothers and sisters. Huh? And next, to be reborn, recreated, and restored through parents. We experience rebirth. Many brothers and sisters testified about this when they attend special great works. So to experience the spiritual world under true parents, direct dominion. Many people now they are open spiritually, they experience the spiritual world, but not under true parents' direct dominion. meaning evil spirits. They were exposed to evil spirits because they're spiritually open. But in our case, we can experience the spiritual world under true parents' direct dominion with good spirits with us, not evil spirits. Adju? So, next, to multiply Chunilgok citizens and extend its territory on earth and in the spiritual world. So, if we liberate these evil spirits, change them to become good spirits, they become citizens of Chonilguk in the spirit world, isn't it? And these uh, absolute good spirits can influence their descendants on earth, and also they become member and also receive the blessing on earth. And so our number of blessed families increase. So the territory of the Chonilguk can expand on earth. No? So that's why attending CheonBo works is really, really contributing to the establishment of substantial Chonilguk, not in the spiritual world and also in the physical world. Aju? And also to be healthy both spiritually and physically and do our mission well and become completed, blessed families. Yes, we have, before we go to the spiritual world, we should become completed, blessed families. Aju, how do we do this? We have to actively participate in CheonBo Great Works, in uh, CheonBo Works. This can only be done, brothers and sisters, with a life and death determination. Without life and death determination, we cannot do this. Why? Because there will be many reasons why you cannot do. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, my salary not enough to really pay the workshop fee. Oh, my son, my daughter needs to pay something like this, so I don't have enough money. Cannot register in CheonBo Works, CheonBo events. No, many reasons. Satan will not just allow you to do this. So we have to have life and death resolved before we can totally do this. No, we need total investment. We need total how do you say, investment, so that we can have substantial result, so that we can really do it. Without this life and death resolve, we cannot do it, brothers and sisters. So we can march forward without stopping, according to True Mother, until we settle Chonilguk. Without this life and death resolve, it cannot be done. Together, my beloved brothers and sisters, let us become victorious by supporting CheonBo Works and CheonBo events, special great works, and become sons and daughters of heaven that true parents can be proud of. Aju, kamsahamnida. Thank you very much, everyone.